Concentricity and coaxiality. Coaxiality and concentricity are exactly as their names suggest. Coaxiality is a tolerance that controls the two axes of two different cylinders lying on top of each other, or that two cylinders have common axes. Let's look at this in detail. First, I have to have two cylinders. So, if I have this part that looks like this, it's a cylinder with a hole inside. It's a hollow cylinder, and I want that its hole inside should lie exactly inside the middle of this cylinder. I want the axes of the hole to lie on top of the axes of the cylinder itself, of course within a specific tolerance. So this outer cylinder here has an axis, let's say, here, and this inner feature here, the hole has another axis. In theory, it lies on top of this axis of the cylinder, but in reality, it lies somewhere here, for example. It's never 100% on top. So what I want to control here with coaxiality is the distance between these two axes, and the way that I do this is by using the coaxiality tolerance. So, I have my feature, and I want to control that the axes of cylinder A and the axes of cylinder B are coaxial. So, I already know that I want to point at the axes, and pointing at the axes is by pointing at the center line. So, I choose one of the cylinders and choose it as a datum by putting my datum symbol at the dimension line that describes the diameter. I'm saying that the center line or the axis of this cylinder with the diameter of, let's say, 20 is called A. And then I point at the dimension line of the other cylinder, which for example has a diameter of 10, and I say I want the axes of this cylinder to be coaxial, and I have to use the symbol for coaxiality, which looks like this. It has to be coaxial with A with a tolerance of 0.1, and I put my diameter sign here to indicate that it's in all directions. What this tolerance means is that I will have a cylinder with a diameter of 0.1. Its center line is in the center line of A. Okay, this is cylinder A. And here is the center line. And there I draw tolerance cylinder of a diameter of 0.1. So this cylinder in my tolerance zone and the center line or axis of the other cylinder has to lie inside it. So, in 3D, it will look like this. It's concentric with A, and then you have the axes of the inner hole which has to lie inside it. This is called coaxiality. If the length of my cylinder is just too short, if the length is too small, in that case it doesn't make sense to measure it in 3D on different cross-sections. It's just enough to take a section and do the whole thing in 2D, just like we did here. We will cut in the middle or measure in the middle here and draw two circles and measure on 2D. In this case, it's called concentricity. It has the same symbol, just a different name. So, the only difference between concentricity and coaxiality is just that concentricity is measured on the center point of two circles, but the coaxiality is measured on the axes of two cylinders.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts or questions. And if you're into leveling up your skills with expert-led content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. For full courses, downloadable assignments, and certifications, head over to Excedify.com. Start learning smarter today.